Good morning once again, everyone. This is your class for 32. Yesterday's one was also, but that was by mistake. So this is your 32. Now, in the last class, we have discussed about midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem. Just for your reminder, MPT means if you have a triangle in which you join two midpoints, suppose these two, then this line will be parallel to the third side and is half of it. This is your midpoint theorem. So we can say in triangle ABC, if this is D, this is E, we can say DE is parallel to BC and DE is equal to half of BC. And second is converse of midpoint theorem, which is similar but little different. In this case, given to you is one midpoint. Suppose it is D. We say line starting from midpoint of one side going parallel to second side will bisect the third side. That's it. This is your converse of midpoint theorem. Let me see, 3 people are there in the waiting room. Okay, at 8:06 they are coming. Okay, now let's start the questions. I've already put solution of first 4 questions on YouTube. Still, let me give you a hint. Exercise 8.2, question 1. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which PQRS are midpoints. So, first draw a quadrilateral. A, B, C, D, where P is midpoint of AB, Q is midpoint of BC, R is midpoint of CD, and S is midpoint of AD. Now, what is given to you right here? ABCD quadrilateral. So, no special property. Second thing given to you, P, Q, R, S are midpoints. That will help you a lot. You have to prove in the first part SR parallel to AC. So class, let us join SR and let us join AC. Can we say they are parallel? Class, please answer. Can we say SR is parallel to AC right away? And if yes, why? Why beta? Why we can say this thing? Yuvika, Kamaljot. Very good, Vaishnav. By midpoint theorem, again I am telling you, you cannot apply these theorems midpoint and converse in a quadrilateral. You have to apply them in a triangle. And if you observe, we have a triangle ADC. We have a triangle ADC. So we can say solution in triangle ADC, SR is parallel to AC and SR is equal to half of AC because line joining midpoint of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is half of it. I guess you are able to see what is written behind these dots. You have to write that only. Don't write MPT, write the complete theorem every time you get a question. That will help you to remember the statement. Okay. So we have got the first part. Now, let's take the second part. We have to prove PQ parallel to SR. Now we are stuck. How can we prove PQ parallel to SR? There is no direct join. Class, there is no direct relation between these two. What to be done? Class, we cannot prove directly PQ parallel to SR because it is a quadrilateral. Very good, Utkarsh. We have to find it indirectly. We have to go for a connecting link which can connect these two. Ananya, construction not required actually. This AC is already constructed, beta. What is the statement behind dots? Okay, Anuranjan, but it is only the theorem. Line joining midpoints of two sides is parallel to the third side and is half of it. That is the statement written over here. Okay. Now, so we can see this AC is the connecting link. This AC is the person who can make them friends. How? We already know SR is parallel to AC. Can't we say PQ is also parallel to AC? We can say in triangle ABC, again PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. We can say this thing. So from equation 1 and equation 2, let me call it equation 1. Let me call these equation 2. We can say from equation 1 and equation 2, as SR is parallel to AC, PQ is parallel to AC, so both are parallel to the same line. In chapter triangles, we have seen if two lines are parallel to the same line, that means those two lines are also parallel. So we can say SR is parallel to PQ. First thing. And second thing, class, what can we say? By comparing these statements, what can we say? Please answer. If SR is half of AC and PQ is half of AC, that means if two things are equal to the same thing, then the two things are also equal. This we have learned in the chapter Euclid's geometry. It was a, yes, correct beta. So as two things are equal to the same thing, we can say they are equal also. So also SR is equal to PQ because both are equal to half of AC. Simple. So question was very easy. Now the last part, we have to prove PQRS a parallelogram. Class, how will you prove PQRS a parallelogram? Please answer. How will you prove this PQRS a parallelogram? Please answer. Yes, already we have written the things which are required. SR parallel to PQ and SR equal to PQ. So we have proved one pair of opposite side is equal as well as parallel. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, very good, Gurleen, Moksh. So we have two conditions on one opposite pair. So we can say they are forming a parallelogram. Now let's move to the next question. Next one, I guess, okay, little bit idea is required, so I should do that. Question number 2. Although you should have seen, I have told you already to have that bell icon pressed on my channel so that you can get the notification. Yesterday, I think 8:15, I uploaded the video and I had an idea that you will see it. ABCD is a rhombus. So in this question given to us is ABCD rhombus. Okay, so Kamaljot, I think you have seen it. Great. So we have a rhombus. First, let's draw a rhombus. While drawing, make sure it looks like a rhombus only because rhombus is a parallelogram. Class, please answer. Rhombus is a parallelogram with, please answer. Rhombus is a parallelogram with, please. Very good, Utkarsh. Others, please answer. Moksh, good. Mishti, good, beta. Bhavya, good. With all sides equal. Yes. So rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. We can say AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. Now we have to, given to us is PQRS midpoints. Now we have to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. To prove PQRS is a rectangle. Class, can you answer what is a rectangle? Again, it is a parallelogram with, We have to prove rectangle. Utkarsh, good. Please answer. No, Ayush. Opposite sides are equal in parallelogram also. How it can be a rectangle then? No, Mishti. I'm asking, a rectangle is a parallelogram with what special property? Very good, Taranjeet, Ananya, Moksh, Ayush. Mishti, please try again. Ayush, try again, beta. Yes, Ayush, good now. You can say at least one angle, because as soon as one angle is 90 degree, others will become automatically equal. So we have the task in front of us. Two tasks. First task is to prove it a parallelogram, which is very easy with the help of midpoint theorem class. We have seen in the last question. Same procedure we will use here. We will say in triangle ADC. Yes, beta. So I'm not doing the complete part over here. You can watch the yesterday's video for complete solution. I'm just giving you a hint. What will we do? First, we will take triangle ADC. We will say SR is parallel to AC and SR is equal to half of AC. First thing, by midpoint theorem. Second thing, we will say PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. Again by MPT. From these two equations, we can say how many minutes the video is. I guess it is of 28 minutes, like that. You can watch. Okay. So we have got SR parallel to PQ and SR is equal to PQ. From these two equations, we have got this, and we can say now that PQRS is a parallelogram. Same reason, because one pair of opposite sides is equal as well as parallel. Now comes the question, class. Now comes the question, how to prove it a rectangle. For that, we have to see, have I started the recording portion? Yes, it is going on. Okay. Now class, please help me. How shall we prove that angle is 90 degree? We have to prove any of the angle 90 degree. What will help us? What will help us to prove this? Which property which help us to prove these angles 90 degree? Any idea? No, not MPT. Adjacent angles, good beta. But before that, have we utilized this thing till now? We have not utilized this thing, and nothing is given for free, or nothing is given for just looking at it. We have to utilize this thing also. Class, we have to utilize this thing that ABCD is a rhombus. Now think about it, how it can help us. How ABCD can help us in our, what you say, experiment or in our operation. Please answer. No, Vaishnav. How ABCD being a rhombus can help us? You want to prove this angle 90 degree, but from where you will bring? But from where you will bring 90 degree angle? No, okay, Utkarsh, congruency. Okay, congruency. Okay. Before that, if you remember, in a rhombus, diagonals bisect. How? Class? In a rhombus, diagonals bisect. In which way? Perpendicularly. So we have got our required angle at this place. We can say these angles are 90 degree for sure. Class, we can say in a rhombus, diagonals bisect perpendicularly. Therefore, this angle 1 is 90 degree. Now, the question is, how shall I prove this angle 90 degree? If I have this angle 90 degree, how shall I prove this angle R? Let me call it angle 3. How shall I prove angle 3 is equal to 90 degree? Class, try to think. Prove AOD and all triangles congruent. AOD. Okay, this is O. AOD and all triangles. But that will not help. Now you want this thing inside. It is not coming in any triangle. Yes, Ayush, opposite angles, but in a normal quadrilateral, opposite angles are not equal. There are two ways. Either you prove this small block, let me call it O, this is suppose A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, let me call it M and N. Class, try to focus on this small block M, R, N and O. We want to prove this angle 90 degree, this one 3. How to prove that? The thing is, there are two ways. Either you prove this a parallelogram, or you go for co-interior angles. Both are easy for you. First of all, let me call it angle 2. Let me call this angle 2. If you observe this line MR, which is actually SR, class, if you observe this line SR is parallel to AC. Can we say MR and ON are parallel? Can we say MR and ON are parallel? Class, we can say. So if angle 1 is 90 degree, angle 2 will be how much? What is the relation between angle 1 and angle 2? Please answer. Angle 1 and angle 2. What is the relation between angle 1 and angle 2? Class, what is the relation between angle 1 and angle 2? What do we call such angles? Yes, Ayush, they are adjacent or interior angles on the same side of transversal. No, Vaishnav, they are not corresponding, beta. See again. Try to understand. You have this line SR, you have this line AC. They both are parallel given to you. One second. This is your AC. This is the transversal. This angle is given to you as 90 degree. This angle you want to find. If you observe, these two are interior angles on the same side of transversal and they are supplementary. So we can say angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 180 degree because interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. No, don't use them as linear pair, beta. They are not forming a linear pair. They are forming interior angles on the same side of transversal. Just use that. That gives us angle 2 is equal to how much? So we have reached angle 2 equal to, 90 degree. Now, class, we have got angle 2. We wanted to prove this angle 3 is equal to 90 degree. Can you tell me what is the relation between 2 and 3? Can you tell me what is the relation between 2 and 3? Same process, because we can say this RQ is also parallel to DB. RQ is also parallel to DB. Let me show you here. We have this RQ, we have this DB. Same thing. We can say this is your angle number 2, this is your angle number 3. Same thing, as these lines are parallel, this is a transversal. We can say 2 and 3 are interior angles on the same side of transversal. So again we can say their sum is 180 degree. Hence angle 3 is 90 degree. And with this we have proved one angle is equal to 90 degree. If you have practiced enough, you can see all these things in the diagram only. You don't have to make this separate diagrams to understand the things. I made those diagrams just to make you clear what are we doing. Class, are you able to understand how I utilized the property of rhombus and made use of it to prove our required part. Are you able to understand? Good, Moksh, good, Anuranjan. So we have utilized the property of rhombus that diagonals bisect perpendicularly and use that property to prove our angle 3 equal to 90 degree. Sir, we have not proved RQ. Utkarsh, okay. Utkarsh is saying, sir, we have not proved RQ. He is correct. You can write as a statement that RQ is parallel to BD. Same reason, because line joining midpoint of two sides is parallel to third side. I have done complete steps in my video that I uploaded yesterday. Today, I'm just trying to make everything clear to your mind so that the concept is clear. If you want to write the complete solution in a proper way, you can go and watch my channel. In that, I have uploaded the video already. Okay. I just want to make sure that each one of you are understanding what we are doing. But for that, you have to understand whatever is given to you, you have to utilize it. So we utilized this thing. Similarly, next question, we have a different situation. Class, try to see question number 3. Question number 3 is ABCD is a rectangle. This time we have a rectangle, not a rhombus. Now I want answer from your side, class. I want answer from your side. Try to be attentive. A, B, C, D. We have P. Let me see who are there in the waiting room. Aditi Lal, Moksh Saluja. P, Q, R and S. If you join them, this time we have to prove them a rhombus. So given ABCD rectangle, PQR as midpoint, to prove PQRS a rhombus. And we all know to prove PQRS a rhombus, we have to prove it a parallelogram first, and second we have to prove all sides equal. And that is very simple. The first part we all know how to prove. Just join the diagonals and prove by midpoint theorem that PQRS is a parallelogram. I will not prove that right again. It is the same process. So PQRS is a parallelogram because one pair of opposite sides are equal as well as parallel. This is already same process. Now tell me, class, how will you prove it a rhombus? How will you prove all sides equal? We know, no, not same method. Try to think. We know that PQ is equal to SR and PS is equal to RQ because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. We want to prove all of them equal. Gurleen saying congruency. Beta, why people are going to congruency? Okay. I request you all, those who are saying by congruency, try to solve it by congruency and give solution to me on my WhatsApp. I will check. Second thing, why don't you use the given things? It is given to you that ABCD is a rectangle. Class, try to think. We know PQ and SR are equal, that is opposite side are equal. We want to get a connecting link. Either we prove this PQ equal to RQ, either we prove these two equal or these two equal. As soon as I do this thing, I can say they all are equal. Now the question comes, what property of rectangle can we use over here? Class, what property of rectangle we can use over here? Try to think. In the case of rectangle, what is the special property that we can use? Are you saying 90 degree? No, beta. You are working on equal sides. You are not working on angles. Think in that way. In rectangle, what is equal which can help you? Very good, Utkarsh. Others, please think. Vaishnav, good. Ayush, opposite sides will not help you, beta. That is already we have taken. I am asking something else. Moksh, good. Others, please try. In rectangle, which property can help you to prove adjacent sides equal? Class, we all know in a rectangle, diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal. That means AC is equal to BD. And for your information, this RQ is equal to half of DB. RQ is half of DB and this PQ is half of AC. So class, if this DB and AC become equal, can't we say that RQ and PQ are also equal? Class, try to think. If DB and AC became equal, can't we say RQ and PQ are also equal? Please respond, class. See, again I am repeating. We have proved PQR as a parallelogram. That was okay. We can say opposite sides are equal, which means PQ and SR are equal and PS and RQ are equal. But my motive was to prove it a rhombus. To prove it a rhombus, I have to prove all sides equal. And I have told you that when you have opposite sides equal, you just need a connecting link like this. You have to prove one pair of adjacent sides equal and you are done. You can say they all are equal. Now to prove that adjacent pair equal, I used my mind that this ABCD is a rectangle. That means diagonals are equal. Let me write as ABCD is a rectangle. One second. You have to utilize, you have to work smartly in these questions. As ABCD is a rectangle, we can say therefore AC is equal to BD because diagonals are of equal length in a rectangle. Now, how it will help us? We know that PQ is equal to, class please answer, PQ is equal to half of, please answer, PQ is equal to half of, please answer, half of AC because midpoint theorem. Similarly, this RQ is half of, please answer, RQ is half of BD. Again MPT. Can I replace this BD with AC? Class, can I replace this BD with AC? Class, can I replace? Yes. So we can write or RQ is equal to half of AC because AC is equal to BD. That means we have got same right hand side. That means if right side is equal, left is also equal, and we can say from equation 3 and 4, PQ equal to RQ. And hence all sides are equal. And this is a rhombus. Class, is it clear to everyone how I have utilized the property of rhombus? Sorry, property of rectangle. Okay. Those who were thinking that it can be done with the help of congruency, they can try, but I'm sure if it is done, then also it will be a very lengthy method. You can try and send the solution to me. I will check. Okay. Now, the question number 4. So please tell the syllabus of maths for half yearly. Half yearly syllabus will be given to you as soon as possible. Okay. Till that time, try to study, try to practice whatever you can. Okay. Now, question number 4 is similar to example number 8. In this question also, sir, it's 33. Vaishnav beta, what is this 33? Time. Oh, sorry. Let's finish it. Thank you for reminding. Stop